shooting in the dark. So light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, 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 light 'em up. I'm on fire. So light 'em up.
Hey YouTube, what is up? This is Spartan bringing you a Castle Clash video today, and today I decided to do a little versus video, I guess you would call it. So it's going to be on Thunder God versus Spirit Mage. And I decided to do this just because now that I have Spirit Mage, it's kind of easier to test and different things like that. And this is just going to show you guys whether it's worth it to buy Spirit Mage, if like a shard hero that's only 2200 shards is actually better or about the same as Spirit Mage. So I'm just going to go through that with you guys. Okay, so up on the screen right now I have Thunder God and Spirit Mage side by side. So we're going to start out with Thunder God. Just look at his base stats and stuff and his skills and different things, then we'll go on to Spirit Mage. So Thunder God's attack, I mean, these two are not the same level, but I mean, they're the same star level. Every time you level them up doesn't really affect how much damage and health that goes up by. It's like a couple damage each time, so it's not really that important that they're like 10 or so or 15 levels off. So Thunder God has about 3500 attack. This is on my account. He has around 25,400 HP. He has an attack speed of 1000, which is normal for most heroes, and then a 205 speed, so that's how fast he runs. Thunder God is a little bit faster than a lot of legendary heroes. Also, just so you know, their inscriptions are basically the same. Thunder God is 83 with a 1 of 5 stone skin, and then my Spirit Mage is level 82 inscription with a 1 of 5 tenacity. So skills and the crests are basically the same on them as well. So his skill is Thunderstorm. It's at 5 of 9 right now, and it says lightning strikes a random target, dealing 320% damage and inflicting coma to all nearby enemies for 1.5 seconds. So that is the one thing that Thunder God can do that Spirit Mage can't, is that he can stun enemies for 1.5 seconds. And that is really, really nice for like doing the guild boss, and you know, just when you're in a tight spot and you need him to stun some enemies so that you can kill them. It's really nice for that, you know, HBM stunning those heroes that are going to cause you trouble. Also, every time you upgrade his Thunderstorm, it also gets more targets. But as you see, I'll show you when we go up to the actual video of me, you know, testing them out. The Thunder God doesn't always hit that many targets. It's kind of random. Sometimes he'll hit 1 target, sometimes he'll hit like 10. So it's really random on that. And then plus, I guess I'll also go through the talents that are good on them. So Thunder God, I actually really do like my 4 or 5 Revitalize on him. It makes him really, really good for like arena and just raiding and different things like that, because he can get his proc off really quick and stun those heroes and stuff like that. Okay, so let's go into Spirit Mage now. So Spirit Mage, she has, I'm going to say it's a she. I'm pretty sure it's a she. She has more attack than Thunder God, around 4,000. That'll go up when I level her up, not by a ton though, but she does have more attack. Her HP is a lot lower though. She only has 18,000 HP, that's 6,000 less. So she's really, really soft. Her attack speed is the same 1,000, but her movement speed is really, really low. About 30 less than Thunder God. So she moves kind of slowly, but the one thing that she can do that Thunder God can't is that she flies. So she can fly over walls, which does save her time. So the speed doesn't necessarily have to do with it, because she can fly over any walls, anything like that, so those don't hamper her. So her magic missile, so it deals 280% damage to 6 random nearby targets, and that goes up every time you level it up. So when I get it to 6 of 9, it'll go to 7 random nearby targets, and she always, whenever she procs, it's always 7 things, unless there's not that many things in the field, you know, to hit. It'll always be 7. So that's really nice with her, and plus the damage goes up by a lot. And she has more damage herself, so I think it goes up by like 40% every time you level it up, so it can get really high. Talents that are good with her, oh, I forgot to go over the talents that are good with Thunder God. Berserk is good with Thunder God, Life Drain is pretty good, any pretty much survival talent, you know, things like that. For Spirit Mage, Revitalize is very good. Berserk is pretty good because she doesn't have a cooldown. Pretty much any survival talent, because she has really, really low HP. So yeah, so overall, Spirit Mage has more attack, less health, but she can fly. Thunder God has more health, he's faster, and their procs are actually kind of the same, except that Spirit Mage does not stun. which is kind of a big thing that Thunder God is better at. So yeah, I'll just get into some gameplay of different modes, which person is better for each one. Obviously, my Thunder God has a better talent, but I'm not really going to add that into the actual gameplay. So yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. Just go through little verses and things to see if you actually need Spirit Mage. So yeah, see you in a minute with the gameplay, guys. Hey YouTube, what is up? And I'm back, and we're going to go right into the verses. Thunder God versus Spirit Mage. Who is ultimately better? So, well, first of all, we kind of have to go through, like, how much they cost. So, Thunder God, I mean, he's pretty easy to get. Most of you probably have him. Go right in here to Legend, and he's only 2,200 shards right there. I mean, that's pretty easy to farm, even at a low level. You just have to keep at it. So, he is very easy to get. You can roll him as well. Now, Spirit Mage, you have to spend around $300. You have to buy 50,000 gems. That's either through Tapjoy or, just actually buying them. Bonus gems also count. So if you're looking to get Spirit Mage with the least amount of money, you want to utilize the bonus gems as much as possible. So of course, Spirit Mage is a lot more rare, a lot more money. Thunder God is very easy to get. So we also have to take that into account, who is easier to get, which is definitely Thunder God. And I already showed you guys side by side the comparison and kind of how the differences are. So first we're just going to go into a dungeon using just Druid and the person that we're going to use. So we're going to use Thunder God first, and we're just going to see how far they can get in the dungeon. We'll do the same dungeon with the same spells, see how much they can do, and I'll kind of show you how their procs work out differently. We're just going to go into the Expert dungeon, probably 39 shard dungeon. And we're just going to use Druid and Thunder God, and we're going to see how far we can get. So Thunder God and Druid right in there. So as you can see, he already took out that right there. See, he can take out a lot of troops, but see, that's what he's going to target first, which is kind of weird. He is randomly targeted different people. So as you can see, Spirit Mage is going to come up to him, and my Druid's probably fine. See, as you can see, he has a lot of damage, but so yeah, like that. He's really good for taking out large amounts of troops. See, so on that one, he could only do like 4 targets. So since all the troops are dead, he's probably going to go down to the hero. So as you can see, he procced on that, him right there. And we're probably going to have to use the GA on him so he does not die. So as you can see, he procced on that succubus. And it's really nice the stun that he does. So he's going to go in. So as you can see, once it gets down to kind of just heroes, he's only going to have, when he does his proc, it's just going to be 1 lightning bolt, which is kind of bad just because, so as you can see, there were 2. So it kind of depends on the proximity of how close the things are to, who they're attacking. But as you can see, he has quite a bit of damage. He's doing around like 40,000 damage when he procs. Yeah, 40,000 damage, if you could see that. So, I mean, he has a lot of damage, and plus with that stun, it's really nice. But we're going to go through this pretty fast. So we're at 1 minute, around 30 seconds. Druid is over there. I only use Druid just to keep him alive. Okay, so we're going through. We're almost done here. So as you can see, he's just going to proc on that one. Whereas Spirit Mage is always at least, the amount of proc that she does. So there we go, 111 about, 111. That's how long it took us. So we're just going to do the same thing, but this time with Spirit Mage. We're going to see who can do it faster, and I'll kind of show you what Spirit Mage's proc looks like. So at 5 and 9, Spirit Mage's proc can do 6 targets with 280% damage. We're just going to go in here, same exact thing. We're just going to put Spirit Mage right there and Druid right there, and we're going to go in. So as you can see, Spirit Mage is going to proc, and all those just go across the map, random targets. It's going to hit a building or troops or something like that. We're going to have to put that right there, and let's put that over there. So as you can see, the proc is going to go, and it's mostly going to hit the troops because there's just a lot of troops. So we're hitting all the troops over here. But what's really nice about Spirit Mage is since she's flying, those troops right there can't hit her. So she's not really targeting many of the heroes. That's the one thing that's bad about Spirit Mage. If there's a lot of troops, she's not going to target the heroes very often. She does target, it's always 6. Like, as long as there's 6 things on the field, she will always do 6 bolts. That's really nice. See, so she just took out that dwarf really, really fast. The druid's probably pretty good. And see, that paladin's almost dead. But as you can see, Spirit Mage has a lot less life. She's getting pounded by these towers. But we're probably gonna beat this faster than Thunder God. Overall, I think Spirit Mage is better for raiding, just because she always, yeah, that was a lot faster than the Thunder God one, just because she's always going to do that 6 proc, or 6, you know, send the 6 bolts out, instead of Thunder God, where once most things are dead, he's just going to do 1 proc, whereas Spirit Mage does the 6. So overall, for dungeons, I'm going to say Spirit Mage is better. Spirit Mage is better for dungeons. If we take into account how much Spirit Mage costs, of course, and Thunder God's ability to stun, they're kind of about the same. I'm still going to say Spirit Mage is better, though. Okay, so we're going to go in with Thunder God, and we're going to do some raiding, just to show you his proc as well. And what's kind of weird about Thunder God is, I'll show you this real quick. So as you can see, if I put Thunder God down right here next to the Town Hall, he's going to always proc on the Town Hall. That's like his main priority, is the Town Hall. See, he's just going to hit the Town Hall, no heroes, anything else. He's going to continue to proc on that Town Hall as long as he's in proximity of it until it's dead. So you can see, proximity, Town Hall. He's always going to go for the Town Hall, which is kind of the bad thing about Thunder God. Spirit Mage does not do that. She just is automatically all, 6 targets. So what you want to do, one thing that I recommend with Thunder God is that you spawn him away from the Town Hall. So see how the Town Hall's over here? You want to start him around right there. So we're just going to send him in with Pumpkin Duke, Cupid in him, and then we're going to get his proc going. So as you can see, since he's away from the Town Hall, he's going to proc in the middle on all those heroes. So as long as you're away from the Town Hall, see, once he starts getting closer, he's going to start proccing on that Town Hall. See, there you go. But I mean, other than that, that's the one thing you have to remember with Thunder God, is that you want to spawn him away from the Town Hall, or kill the Town Hall before he procs with other heroes, so that you can have him proc on different things besides the Town Hall. So as you can see, I mean, he does incredible amounts of damage. He pretty much one-hitted all of those heroes because he was buffed with Pumpkin Duke and Druid and everything like that. So we're just going to go in here. We're going to send in Thunder God first. And we're going to see his proc in action. So as you can see, he's going to go in and he's going to stun all of them. Stun. So he's very, very good for sending into the middle, because he's just going to stun those heroes and they aren't going to be able to move. So he's very, very good for that. Pumpkin Duke, yes, we're not talking about him though. He is better to send in first just because he stacks. But Thunder God is very, very good because, as you saw, none of those heroes could even move and we were invincible. So he just killed them basically with around 30,000 damage each time. So Thunder God overall is very, very good for raiding. If you don't have him, I recommend getting him. So that's kind of what Thunder God's thing is. He will proc on a lot of heroes, as you saw, as long as they're kind of right next to each other, or his main priority is the Town Hall, so you're going to have to keep him away from that. So Spirit Mage time. So let's go in with Spirit Mage now, kind of do kind of the same thing. The Spirit Mage, so we're just going to send her in first. Put that on, and then we're going to see her proc a little bit. So as you see, her damage is incredible. She gets going, and she's going to proc, and everything's basically destroyed that it hits, because she has so much damage that she's doing. It's just really nice. So she's also very good to send in the middle, because she is also ranged, which I forgot to mention as well. Ranged, so that's very good. She's flying and ranged, so she kind of sits out of the way of everyone. It's very good in HBM, which I'll show you later. So as you saw right there, she kind of just stood back a little bit. Oh, hey, it's the same base. So as you see, I'll do the same thing with Spirit Mage that I did with Thunder God. I'll kind of put her kind of near where it's at. So as you see, she's not going to proc on all the heroes. So as you see, some of the heroes will get hit. Not a lot of them, but as you see, it's going to hit other things too. I mean, she's very good for taking out heroes because she has a lot of damage. As you see, she's going in with all that damage right there. But she isn't just going to target the... so as you see, she's flying, so she's going to kind of stay out from everyone, so not all the heroes are going to come towards her. The one bad thing though is that she does have not very much health, so she will die a lot faster than Thunder God will. So we're just gonna go and do this one real quick, see if we can show you kind of what it's like. So we're gonna send in him first and have a little Spirit Mage time. Put that on there. Heal him. Go to Spirit Mage, need to proc. That GA in there. So as you see, we're kind of going through. We're not gonna lose anybody, I don't think. Yeah, see, so we just took out that Immortep. Go away. Oh man, my Druid died. But as you see, my Spirit Mage pretty much took out all those heroes. So she's also very good, just like Thunder God, for taking out heroes. So you know, not that bad. For raiding, I don't know. It really depends, because if you're going to do raiding that's just like straight on raiding, you don't like use any spells. Like for hero expeditions, right here, Thunder God is better. But for just straight on raiding, I would say Thunder God and Spirit Mage are actually pretty equal. The thing that you just have to remember with Thunder God is that you got to keep him away from the Town Hall. I mean, they have basically the same amount of damage at 5 of 9. Thunder God will stun though, which is really nice. He will keep those heroes from killing your other heroes. But he doesn't always do the 6 targets or whatever. Sometimes he'll just do 1 target. So overall, I think they're pretty much the same, considering, you know, everything that I see. Okay, so let's go into Arena. Now, Arena, I actually use both of them in the Arena. My Thunder God is, I'm just going to say right out, is better in the Arena than Spirit Mage, just because my Thunder God has a 4 or 5 revive, so he can hurry and get that proc off to stun the other heroes. Spirit Mage is very good. As you can see, I will just do a replay real quick. Is that she can shoot the other heroes from when she's over here on the side hitting the whatever it's called, the base. Whereas Thunder God, when he gets over here, he's only going to proc on the base and not on the heroes. So as you see, my Spirit Mage is going to get going, and if your Spirit Mage is high enough, you can actually kill all the heroes over here with the Spirit Mage. You see, she's going to go in and boom, around 40,000 damage. And she, as you see, she was going to proc again. See all those heroes that just died on the side? So she's very, very good for that. Thunder God is good for head-on collisions in the arena when you need to get that stun off. So he's very good for that. Overall, in the arena, Spirit Mage is better, just because you can kill him from the other side of the base. If you have a Revite on your Thunder God, then he is better in head-on collisions for the arena. Non-head-on collisions, Spirit Mage is better. So we'll go with that. Lost Realm. This is kind of an iffy one. There's not really many things I can show you, because well, basically you're looking. Spirit Mage is just damage. Spirit Mage is just damage. Thunder God has that stun, which is very, very good for Lost Realm. Gets you so that you don't have all your heroes die. Plus, Thunder God mostly procs on all the heroes in Lost Realm just because they're in a big group when you're fighting them. So he's going to stun all of them, and their damage is pretty much the same. So Thunder God is better for Lost Realm. You know, especially when you're fighting the harder people that have like the Multanica team. You want that stun off. Like if you have Spirit Mage in there, you're probably going to lose. I use Thunder God in there, and he works miracles just because he stuns them so that they cannot kill me. Let's see. Storm Mesa. Kicked me off. I'm doing too much, guys. Storm Mesa. Sorry, guys. This is a super long video, but I just kind of wanted to go through all the things versus for Spirit Mage and Thunder God. Hopefully you guys like this video, you know, so helps you kind of understand that Spirit Mage isn't really like a huge thing in this game. Spirit Mage isn't like the one hero that will change the game. Like Thunder God, a shardable hero, shard farmable hero, is pretty much just as good in every single game mode. Lost Realm, or sorry, Storm Mesa, that's what I was going on. Storm Mesa, Spirit Mage is definitely better. She's going to hit all those towers around him instead of just, because Thunder God will just proc on the boss, that's it. He won't proc on any of the towers, so you still have to kill him after you kill the boss and different things like that. So Spirit Mage is better for Storm Mesa. Now HBM, here's what I wanted to get into. So here's my HBM base. So as you see, you want your ground, well, how my base is, you want my ground walkers in the middle. So I have Pumpkin Duke and a Mortep in the middle. And then on the sides, mostly, besides my Orcspan, you want ranged heroes. Because when the waves come down here and they're walking around here, my Spirit Mage can sit about where this Town Hall is and just shoot them from right there as they come in. If my Thunder God is right here, which is where I usually put him, he has to walk all the way over to here, and then he starts hitting the heroes while they're in this little gap. And if what they're targeting, so if they start from down here, the wave, and they're targeting this, and maybe the dragons or something that flies comes and breaks it, then they're going to target my Thunder God who's out here, who he may be like only with another hero over here trying to kill this wave while another wave is over here. So he can die very, very quickly. Thunder God, usually when I use him in HBM, he dies before usually any of my other heroes, as long as I have him on the side. If I put him in the middle, he usually doesn't die. But overall, Thunder God is very, very good for HBM. Don't think that I'm not saying that he's not good. He's very good. He can target tons of heroes because they're in a humongous group. He targets about 12 of them and destroys them all. And plus that stun is very, very good for the bosses like the little dinosaurs so that they don't, destroy everything. But Spirit Mage, I'm just going to say, at least for my base, is better in HBM. Just because she's ranged, so she's going to sit back here. And the heroes, once they destroy this thing, aren't going to target her in here. She's going to be more over here, so all these heroes can cover her. But I mean, they're pretty much the same for HBM. They are the same, important. They're the same of importance in HBM. You can actually, I would actually really recommend using both of them. For me, my Mortep is better than my Thunder God, just because he has more survivability talent. But they're pretty much the same for HBM. You just got to remember to put Thunder God somewhere where since he's a ground walker, somewhere where he's not going to be destroyed, which is usually in the middle. You want your Spirit Mage on the outside or something so that she can range them. So overall, guys, they're pretty much the same. I mean, there's Spirit Mage, of course, is going to be better in some things, and Thunder God is going to be better in some things, just because their procs are different and different things like that, and that Spirit Mage is flies, and that Thunder God is a ground walker. As I told you guys before, this is a super long video, but I just wanted to get everything done with that, just to show you guys the, which one's better. And there's not really one that's better. I mean, if you do not have Spirit Mage, and you have all of the, other heroes like Dracula, you are perfectly fine without Spirit Mage. Thunder God is a very good replacement for Spirit Mage. I actually really switch them out more often than not. I use Spirit Mage sometimes, and I use Thunder God. It's just whatever I'm feeling, because they're basically the same. So yeah, that's the one thing that I'm really confused about, is that they kind of made Spirit Mage kind of obsolete, which is kind of weird. A $300 hero, like the one that you can only get from spending money, is now obsolete basically to a shardable hero. I don't know what you guys think. Tell me in the comments below which one you guys think is better, but this is just from my perspective and what I've been going through and testing them out and everything like that. So hopefully you guys like this video. This is Spartan. Please like and subscribe, and as always, this is Sparta.